Welcome everyone, I'm Najwa, and this is how I sustained through story. In the 1980s, I came to Rock Creek Park to play as a very little girl. I used to stay after sunset and I always enjoyed the joys of nature here. Stay tuned because next we have a wonderful story about Rock Creek Park from Mama Sakinah. Thanks for sustaining.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mama Sakinah, and this is how I sustain through story. We happen to be here in the area which we call Rock Creek Park, the Collarburn, in which in the 1970s, growing up as a youth, I used to come up here to sustain myself. Sometimes by myself and sometimes with my friends, riding our bikes just to get away from the rat race. And that's how we would sustain ourselves and keep our, our mental health together, because we used to go through so much as a child growing up here in the District of Columbia. And so to get away from all of the chaos and confusion and wanting to partake of being here in the green world and breathing some fresh oxygen from Mother Earth, we used to escape up here to the Rock Creek Park in Collarburn, which was very, very rewarding. But I had to be back home when the street lights were turned on, because if I didn't, I would get a beating. Guess I told you my age, but anyway, this is how we sustained ourselves. Just getting away from the hustle and bustle in the city, coming to the park and watching nature, seeing how the bugs related and how we could touch the insects and play with them and just have fun with, again, Mother Nature, the mud, the water, and just being a child, which is very healthy, because in today's world, our children are not being children. They are not sustaining themselves or enjoying themselves as a child. They're growing up too fast. And we wonder why they're catching cancer, because they're not sustaining. They are in the computer all day long with no activities. They're not running, using that body to sweat and have fun with the kickball and jump rope, double dutch, and hopscotch, which is very important for our youth, is to have some type of activity. But all that's been taken away, because now is the technology age, which has took over, and I feel it's doing itself a disservice by just staying glued to that screen all day and eating. A lot of baby boomers, I'm not afraid to say my age, are living longer, because we stayed active, and I find it to be sustainable. So with that being said, I enjoy being outdoors. I recall when I was in my childbearing stages, their father and I used to make it our first priority to bring them to the park so that they could enjoy Mother Nature as well, Mother Earth as well, to partake and seeing how the animals relate to each other, the insects. That is sustainable. I never forget my third daughter, Najwa. She was never afraid of insects. She would take worms and little creatures and chase her siblings all over their park. And I thought that was very funny. Her father and I, we never spanked her for that. We just thought it was cute. We just thought that she was fearless. And as of today, that's why she's being sustainable. and teaching people how to compost, which is sustainable. So with that being said, I would never can never give and take from not being away from Mother Nature. It is a must duty to be around nature, and which I find that there's so much being taken away from Mother Nature because we have so many concrete buildings being popped up here in the District of Columbia, and that's really taken away Mother Nature. It's causing a lot of health problems. We can't breathe. We need oxygen. In order to have oxygen, we need our trees. So I'm praying and I'm hoping that this area stay the way it is so that we can remain sustainable, so that we can live as long as God intended for us to live on this planet. So I hope you guys enjoy my story. Peace. I'm Mama Sakinah.
I'm Najwa.
And I'm Bobby Eternal.
We're in Rock Creek Park. And this is how we sustain through story.